In this video, we will be doing an overview of the repository feature in MotiveWave. Data is normally stored in the local database and can be stored in the file system instead, and can be useful if you want to synchronize this data with other computers via DropBox, Google Drive, or any other cloud-based service. In our example here today, I'm going to show you doing it via DropBox. Now, for the most part, Google Drive does work, but there are some issues that have been found with Google Drive, and these issues are related to the behavior of Google Drive when sharing files. There is a link with more information in our user's guide in regards to that. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would I use a repository if I can use MotiveWave Cloud Workspaces? Well, here are some examples why you may want to use a repository instead. It may be used to supplement MotiveWave Cloud Workspaces. For example, if you exceed the 3 workspace limit, which is included with a MotiveWave purchase, or the 1 workspace limit with a trial. It also may be used to share workspaces with other MotiveWave users, and this is not possible with MotiveWave Cloud Workspaces because the Cloud Workspaces are directly linked to your license key. So a different MotiveWave user will have a different license key, and they cannot access that workspace over the cloud. Repository may be used to share and view only analysis with other MotiveWave users. So if you're an educator, for example, and you have some students who want to take a look at your analysis, or if you're in a traders group and want to share analysis amongst other MotiveWave users, that would be another good use case for the repository. It also may be used to selectively limit the sharing to preferences, which are the settings in the preferences dialog and other configured settings, in the watch lists and quote sheets. So you can limit it to watch lists and quote sheets. You could also limit it to chart templates, which are any study templates that you have set up in your system. Windows and layouts, which is open window information and locations, as well as a console layout. And then scans, which is a scan criteria, or global alerts, and this applies to price alerts. Okay, so let's enable the repository. We can do that via the Configure Repository menu item. Now, just a note before we do that, I have 2 workspaces. I have here, if you see here, Workspace 1, and then I also have MotiveWave running again with a second workspace, Workspace 2, and the purpose of this is I'm going to show you how the settings, what I'm simulating here is 2 separate computers. So you'll see how the settings from Workspace 1 back here will then go over to carry over to Workspace 2 once we enable the repository. So let me close this for now. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is uncheck to use a local database. And what this does is tells MotiveWave that we want to no longer use a local database to store our data, but the file system. And in this case, we're going to point this to the root directory. In my example, I'm using DropBox, so I'll select DropBox. And if you're on a PC, you'll also be able to access your DropBox. So the root folder, we're going to select the root folder. I've made a folder called My Repository. You can name it whatever you wish. So I'm going to select My Repository. I'm going to click Open. It is now selected here. I'm going to keep everything selected here. Now, I mentioned this in the previous slide. Okay, the analysis sources. This here it may be used to share and view analysis with other MotiveWave users, but that will be a separate video. Okay, so now when I click OK, all these settings that are checked here is going to be saved to this repository. So I'm going to click OK. Export to repository directory complete. Now let's take a look. Let's hop over to DropBox and let's take a look what was saved. You'll notice now the folder structure, you have the root, and then you have the analysis folder, which contains the analysis files. Okay, and this directory contains several subfolders that organize the analysis by instrument type and symbol. So for type, we have stock, cash index, and these are the charts that I had open, active charts, and then in there, if I have more than one analysis, they'll be listed. Okay, and then we have instrument type, we have cash. In this case, I was looking at dollar CAD, and then index, and I was looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Index. Okay, now the configuration subfolder, this simply contains the configuration files associated to the workspace. So if we now go over to our, let me close this up or minimize it. If we go over to our second instance of MotiveWave, I'm now going to activate the repository here, configure repository, uncheck use local database, then go back to DropBox and select my repository, click open, and click OK. You now get a warning saying the selected directory contains settings and analyses. Selecting yes will overwrite the current settings with those in the new repository. So it's basically telling you, are you sure you want to overwrite what you have here with what's in the repository? We're going to say yes. And now you'll see that Workspace 2 up here matches the Workspace 1. We'll click OK. And now you'll see here that we have Apple, we have two analyses here, alternate, Microsoft, DJI, and dollar CAD. So this wraps up this video, and we'll see you in the next.